Welcome to this edition of The Rhody Reporter. I'll be your host for the segment, Mark Zaccaria. The dog days of summer will soon be upon us. Inevitably, that's when parents and their children alike begin thinking about going back to school. Well, the year 2020, however, is not like any other year. We limped through the winter term, bravely claiming that homeschooling and remote learning were worthy substitutes for classroom work, especially in a time of pandemic. Today, though, most experts agree that the U.S. student population suffered academically because of those stopgap measures. Despite that clear and present need to reestablish the schoolroom as the seat of teaching, there seems to be political pushback to the idea of actually doing what's best for the kids. Heaven forfend. Rhode Island's own Rob Horowitz has taken to GoLocalProv to castigate President Trump for even suggesting that schools reopen this fall. In his piece, Rob correctly noted that the president has little actual control over the local decisions on public and private schools. No matter, he still spun a yarn that placed full blame for marching our children through the classrooms and on into the COVID wards at the feet of Mr. Trump. Please allow your erstwhile Rhody reporter to remind you that politics is art, not science. With that in mind, we can truly appreciate Mr. Horowitz's paean to the evil forces he sees currently at large in the White House. Actual scientists, such as the American Academy of Pediatrics, are firmly on record in support of resuming classroom teaching. That medical society points to a nearly zero rate of pediatric infection or transmission of COVID-19 as evidence that the benefit is well worth the risk. So, despite one commentator's dark insinuation of the president's sway over schools nationwide, the 10th Amendment to the Constitution clearly establishes this one as a state, if not completely local, matter. Thus, when Orange County, California announced in July that it would be conducting classes in all public schools, that was their prerogative. Same in South Dakota, or even Rhode Island, should we achieve that much enlightenment in time for the post-Labor Day ritual. It appears fair to say that the kerfuffle over keeping schools closed this fall has way more to do with its impact on the presidential election than it does on any morbid fears for the well-being of American kids. Rob Horowitz calls himself a, quote, communications consultant who provides polling services for elected officials and candidates, unquote. Care to guess which side of the aisle he patrols? Hey, it's honest work. The political predilections of your own Rhody reporter are just as evident. The education of our children should not be a partisan matter, though. The accepted wisdom in educational, medical, economic, and family well-being circles all back the reopening of America's schools. To do anything else would be to sacrifice our children for a questionable and at best a political goal.